Hi, welcome to Fox Valley Today. I'm Barb Nadeau. My guests are here from Plano American Legion, Post 395. Bob Whitmer is the commander, Ralph Torres, the junior vice commander, and we made it to November. That's how I feel anyway. We made it all the way to November. And they're here to talk about Veterans Day coming up this coming Sunday. Gentlemen, thanks for being here. Do you feel like that? I looked at the paper today and I thought one more day and we're going to have the election, and whew.
It just flies by.
This year has really flown by, but the people in our communities are so busy. There's so many community groups working so hard, and so it almost feels like we're chugging along, and so it's great to be able to celebrate November and Veterans Day, because you do this all year long too. You've got so many activities at your post we want to talk about, and we want to stop right now and just observe and remember our veterans. So I'm glad to have you here.
Thanks for having us. It's always a pleasure to come in, Barb.
You have a lot. Ralph, you were telling me there's several things we want to talk about today.
Oh yeah, we were making a list, before the show. It was, it's always amazing when you sit down and actually make a list, because you think about all the things that we do, throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year, and it doesn't seem like a lot until you actually put it down on paper. And then once you start doing that, you realize, wow, we really are doing a lot of things. And that's something that the community, I don't think, really realizes, and we try to educate everyone that we see and we meet on all the different programs and activities that we do. And everything is for the community. Everything we bring in just goes right back out to the community.
On our screen during the show in the next few minutes, we will share with you their website and their phone number and address. And of course, you can also like them on Facebook. And I did that, and because I do like them very much. They've been good friends for years and years. But I every time I get on, there's some new post, there's something new happening. You are a very active group of guys and girls.
It's amazing, because you think you're going to get a breather. And some of us are retired or semi-retired, and then there's those that still have to do that regular weekly thing. They go to work, like Ralph, who has a regular full-time job and stuff. But he's taken over the position that I held before, and I mean, it is a lot of stuff, but we can't help it. You can't help yourself, because there's so much of a need out there.
Well, we want to spend some time talking about some of these special events, and we will, but we also want to spend a lot of time talking about what you're doing for Veterans Day. And but before we do that, you're located on Dearborn Street. You're at the end of the street, 510 East Dearborn. It's a dead-end street, dead ends into your huge parking lot and your hall, and you are really the City of Plano's community hall. You have the best facility in the city, I think. You've got a great expansive reception hall upstairs, and a downstairs hall, and a lounge that's open, and you've got things going on there all the time, don't you, Bob?
Absolutely.
So we want to, let you know where they're located if you're looking for information. And there's a lot of veterans out there that don't take advantage of what the Legion has to offer, so it's good to remind everyone where you're located.
It is, and every time we're out and we see veterans or people that may be veterans, we always go up and we talk to them. We're definitely not shy people. We go up to everyone and we talk to everybody, and a lot of our members love to talk, so they'll come up to you, and we don't want to scare people away. Yeah, we're busy, yeah, we have a lot of things going on, but if you become a member, we're not going to bog you down. We're not going to, push you into programs that you don't want to be involved in. You could become a member and you can just come to meetings, not come to meetings. You could be a chairperson for an event. You can get involved with the committee. It's all up to you, however much time you want to spend. Part of
it is the camaraderie, right? But part of it is your link to other services and information that's available for veterans.
Definitely. We have a lot of very educated members on different programs. We have a chairman for everything. So if you come in and you're looking for information on the VAC, the Veterans Assistance programs, or anything like that, we can point you in the right direction to someone that's educated on it that can really give you a lot of information.
I know I was very surprised when I found out that you have a lot of help for families of veterans. You are supportive of that, and you're also supportive of people in need throughout the community with assistance from, you know, helping somebody if they need to find a wheelchair or a special chair or seat or anything. You are there to help.
Yeah, it's the name of the game. It's something that comes from the military. You know, a lot of people might have heard that saying, you know, we got your back, I got your back. And it really does apply in everyday life, even after we take off our uniforms. And it is. It's just something that's inside of you to do.
It's just service.
Yeah, it is.
Well, this coming Sunday, actually this whole weekend, you are going to be sharing that love of service and honoring those men and women who have served in the armed forces through your Veterans Day. Ralph, you were telling me you're starting on Friday.
Yes, the even though Veterans Day is, you know, you know, on one day, we like to have a whole weekend of events, and it all starts on Friday. We go to 3 different schools in Plano. We go to the middle school, the Emily Johns, and St. Mary's. St. Mary's. We go to all 3 of those schools, and a number of veterans go in there. We're all dressed up. We, you know, some of us are in uniform, some of us are in different, you know, uniforms of their time of service. We bring in memorabilia for the kids to look at. We sit and we talk to the kids. We have flag folding demonstrations for the kids, you know, just to kind of educate them, answer questions that they have. These are little, you know, younger kids. They're not little kids, but they're, you know, younger kids.
They're young enough. They're young, so you're catching them early, but they're old enough to understand.
Correct.
I remember a few, 2, 3, 4 years back, I went over to Emily G. Johns. You were doing that, and you actually had your members sitting at tables with the kids at lunch and showing them buttons, badges, medals, pictures, all sorts of things.
Right, and that's, you know, that's really cool to them because they see us right away, and they see different things on your uniform. They see, you know, things that we bring, and that gets their attention. They, oh, what is that? How'd you get that? You know, I see everyone that has these things on their shirts. You know, what is that? And it gives them the opportunity just to come up and ask us about them. You know, what is that? How did you get it? You know, things like that. And I think it's a great experience for them. You know, they really like it. You know, my kids, you know, they love it when the guys come in and they always, you know, share yeah, my dad's a veteran too, you know. And, you know, so that's just Friday, and it continues throughout the weekend. On Sunday, we have a memorial ceremony that we have the Memorial Park in Plano, right there, right on 34. That's at 11 o'clock. We're having a ceremony there. And, you know, it's a very nice, you know, we have, you know, a couple of very short little speeches. We do, you know, a rally, salute rally with the rifles. And we dedicate the new bricks. Each one of the bricks there are for veterans, you know, that are placed into the pavement there. So we'll be rededicating the new bricks there. It's a very nice ceremony that happens there. And then the big thing is the Sunday night, we're having a dinner at the Legion. It's the Veterans Dinner at 5 o'clock, and it's being catered by Top Shelf out there. They're coming out and catering for us, and it's a very nice opportunity to get together with the veterans. And not only for veterans, it's open to the public, you know, friends, family, whoever wants to come. Veterans are free, their dinner is free, and everyone else is just $10. So it's a nice way to come and show your respect, you know, talk to some veterans, come on out. My whole family, my extended family, I'm going to have a bunch of people there this year, you know, that are coming out and just enjoy, you know, time with everyone.
Okay. Do you have a keynote speaker? You usually have a speaker for that evening.
We do?
Yeah, go ahead. You got it?
No.
Okay, it's pardon me, it's Danny, I can't think of his last name right now. But he is actually a Vietnam veteran who was shot down twice in one day.
Oh, wow.
In one day. And he's going to be our guest speaker. We're going to have another member that was going to speak with him who actually was part of his rescue. And it would have been really good, but the other person had prior commitments that came up, so we had to attend those.
But still, you know, that has to make a person wonder. You know, I'm sure that I cannot imagine being shot down and then feeling like, okay, I'm all right, and then being shot down again. I can't that's kind of mind-boggling, and you have to wonder, he's supposed to be here for a reason.
It's just, you know,
And
we all
that's
deal with that. It's one of those days. It's like, what are you going to make of it?
We're all supposed to be here for a
So you
reason.
press on. So he's still here and still with us and
It's
came
going to
home.
be quite a speech.
It is. And it's-
Every time you have this dinner, you kind of outdo yourself every year with the most wonderful speeches.
we try. We really do. It's just keep moving along.
And you know, you mentioned starting out the day down at Veterans Park. It's a small park, right in the center of Plano on Route 34 and Center Street. Parking on two sides of it, so that's nice, and ample parking across the street. I mean, there's a lot of parking there, but it's turned into a wonderful park. There's a lot in that small amount of space, from the memorial bricks that you're selling that people can remember their loved one, to, you know, the monuments that you've got there. And I always, whenever I drive by, I see someone sitting at those benches, and they're enjoying just sitting there and thinking.
Those benches were an Eagle Scout project, by the way. But I'm
From
sure you
your-
probably knew that.
From your Boy Scout troop that
That's correct. From
you
Troop
sponsored.
71.
That's
And
awesome.
it was a nice touch to add to it.
A lot. There are some other parts of that park that I believe the landscape brick was part of an Eagle project, and the bomb.
The bomb casing there from Marshall.
You have had a good time with the boys too, working on.
It's a great project
adding
for
on
them. It's something that they can relate to, and they put their all into it. I mean, it's obvious. You can see it firsthand. But I wanted to just, those bricks, the memorial bricks, any person that's a veteran can go to City Hall and get the application for those. The Legion itself doesn't actually sell those, but you go to City Hall and they do them. There is a fee for the material and the stenciling or something like that. I'm not sure on the exact details of it. But any person that's a veteran, even if they're not from our town, because there's a couple people in there that are extended families, you know, that are in there. So you can go to City Hall and get the application and do those.
I'm glad you reminded me of that. And you know, it's a great collaboration between the veterans, the American Legion, and the city, working together to make that a beautiful monument and a beautiful place to be in our city.
You know, what I mentioned earlier about the bond and stuff, if you went there, you probably would be able to find one or two bricks. The individuals' names are probably that of another veteran's friend, a buddy, something like that. So it's a memorial park, and that's the significance of it. You remember those people. I'm sure that Ralph has, you know, somebody in his military career that he admired or aspired to be, or a really good friend, and that person's always with them, you know, and it stays with us for the rest of our life. It doesn't go away. It's beyond friendship. So you have that bond, and that's how that memorial park, all of this stuff all ties together. It's for the whole good of each other.
Now, you said the ceremony on Sunday morning is at 11 o'clock. You want people to show up a little bit early because you're starting right at 11, so your members will be there probably 10:30, 10:15, 10:30. People should start lining up, and you know, if they want to be part of that or just to observe it, they should be there before 11. It's not a long ceremony, I don't think, is it?
No.
Okay, and then later that evening, your dinner starts at 5, so a little earlier because it's a Sunday night. Do you need reservations?
Yes, if you could call the Legion, just so we can get a head count on the catering, since we are having it catered. We'd like to have you, you know, call into the Legion. Just let us know. You don't have to pay over the phone. You can pay at the door, but just give us a call and let us know how many people are coming and if you have any veterans with you, and we can get you on the list.
So this is for veterans, for their families, for people who want to honor veterans, people just want to learn more about what you're doing. Everyone's welcome, right?
Oh yes,
And
everyone
it's just
is.
a time to stop and remember the service that they gave for us, and to support them and you in your efforts.
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, that's good. You can find out more information by going on the website.